I feel that I cannot regain control, and it feels awkward for me.
Right.
And that's what I feel the way a situation can get quite awkward.
Somebody charged in a situation that could be over immediately.
So, like, dominating the conversation, or?
Yeah, before everybody else.
Right, right. You?
Obnoxious people. That's the simplest I can put it.
Obnoxious people.
People who can dominate.
Right.
Think they're all important.
Well, I mean, that's quite an organic thing in itself because it's constantly changing, right? Because if you do something enough, then it becomes normal.
So at your job, do you find these type of situations, awkward situations, or
Sometimes.
Yeah.
like example? Or?
Oh, an example.
Oh, man. Well,
So you've got a lot.
a lot, yeah.
I do a lot.
So have you ever had some awkward situations at your job, or?
Sure, everyone's had awkward situations. Well, I flush and get embarrassed
I do that.
and try to change the subject.
Right. So would this situation be that type of thing? This is
Like this one?
Yeah. Sure.
How do you deal with that situations? Depends on the situation. Like,
So let's say this one.
okay.
How do you deal with it?
Well, you say yes when people ask you to do strange things.
Ah, well, thank you for saying yes. It was really nice to hear.
You're welcome.
Sometimes, like, when newspaper for bras, people don't realize that you don't have to take off your clothes. So they just, like, strip down, and it's like, oh, good to see that. You can put your clothes back on while I measure you, just so you know. And I'd say that's pretty awkward.
Yeah.
It depends how, like, it's awkward. It depends how you handle it to make it awkward. I have actually probably the two most awkward people in the store, like, working right now. You just have to handle it professionally, to, like, so it's not awkward.
Right.
You just have to be as professional as you can to, like, turn the situation around and, like, keep it at a professional level. But I don't know what happens where people, like, take off their clothes and go back in, or I don't know, something else. Sometimes we have, like, working downtown, we get, like, intoxicated people coming in, getting, like, kind of rowdy, and that's kind of awkward to handle sometimes, especially you don't want to, like, kick anyone out in front of other customers. You kind of don't want to make your store obvious.
Yeah.
You kind of decide.
So there's certain people that come in that just their behavior.
It's the behavior, like, I wouldn't say we make the situations awkward. I would say it's the customers that come in, make the situations awkward, and we try to, like, deal with it the least awkward way, but it doesn't always work, I'm gonna tell you that. Hi, Mr. Reporter.
Hi, how are you?
Fess up. I mean, just admit it, because I've been out with people and it's been so embarrassing. They've clearly forgotten my name, forgotten the person that's standing the other side of me, and they're like, darling, have you met Honeybun? And it's so embarrassing. We all know what's going on. So I think you should just fess up, say, I'm really sorry. I can remember, if you can remember any fact about them to make them feel special at all. I remember you're from Ohio, but anything. Just fess up. Say, I'm really, really sorry, I've forgotten your name. What's your name again? And listen, and then use their name back in conversations a few times. I mean, not beside like, how are you, Lisa? I love you, Lisa. Wow, you're looking good tonight, Lisa. I mean, don't go mad.
Right.
But try and say it and introduce them to a few people in the next few minutes, and think of something that maybe connects their name to something you remember about them that will make it easy, like a trigger, like if their name's Rose, that's an easy one, you can think of a rose. You know, any little tricks like that, you know, is good, but just be honest about it. Don't start using a strange nickname.
Oh, hey, Hey!
This is probably a little awkward for you.
It's a little bit awkward.
It seems like you're handling this in a way, like you're laughing, you're smiling, you're being so, like some people when they're awkward, they probably like kind of shy away, with their head down type of thing. And so I think the way you're dealing with this has probably got a big, like it's got a big effect on that type of thing, right?
Yeah, I
If
definitely
you deal
think.
with your awkwardness well, then it doesn't even feel like it's awkward. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Like, humor is a really good way to counteract that. It's just like, haha, let's laugh about it, okay, let's forget about it now, kind of thing, you know. That's what I would say. That's the best way I deal with it, and maybe just, like, maybe no smile if it's really, like, that awkward, and just being totally professional, like, no laughing pressure.
Through the course of the filming of this video, I feel like we've got this connection.
Oh, Lucas, I feel that too.
Do you?
Yeah.